Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel, and today I have something different. I've never really reviewed a knife sharpener on the channel before, but I'm excited to bring this to y'all. This is thanks to my friend. He has already used this knife sharpener, but he still let me borrow it, and we're gonna unbox this real quick to show y'all what comes inside, and we're going to set this up and sharpen a knife and see if it works. Here we go. So it just comes in a basic box. And this knife sharpener costs about $40, $40 to $50 on Amazon is what I saw the price range. And he did open the box, and we have some of the different grits you have available: 1500 grit, 320, and the 600. And in the instructions, did tell him to soak these up with water, soak them with water. So that's why he did that. And I also wanted to make sure this was ready to use, ready to sharpen for y'all. I didn't want to have to open it up and wait to show y'all. And this did not come in the box, but he let me borrow this. This is some Smith's honing solution. Just basically some lubrication for your blade for the resurfacing tools. Alright, so it comes in this pouch. We're gonna move the box out of the way. And let's see what's inside. Alright, so we have another 2000 grit block there, and we have this piece right here. So from the research I've done, this piece is the part that clamps to whatever workbench you're going to be using or table, and then this is the part that holds your blade. So we'll be showing that in a little bit. This right here, one of the most important pieces, helps you keep your angle. The handle, and this is also where you attach your different whetstones. It holds them in place with the spring. There's a couple more stones in here. 800 grit, 180, 400, and 1500. So I'm sure that there's something in here for any knife you're trying to work with, basically. There's another one, 3000, and there's a few more in here. 120 grit. Okay, so when you buy them, they're all going to come in this little box. Pretty neat little box to keep them in. I would just say, since it is a cardboard box, to dry these before putting them in here. And you have a couple more things in here: an Allen wrench to help you tighten everything down, some hardware. I don't know if this is extra hardware or we need it. We'll find out right now. An extra rod. And the instructions. Oh, these are pretty detailed instructions. It shows you how to set everything up. So we're going to follow these and set this up, and we'll be right back once I have it all set up. That way y'all can see how it works. The first thing I did was clamp it to the table, install this rod right here, install the other rod with the limiter, and then install it to this, the part that holds your stone with your handle. And everything is in the instructions. It was pretty easy to set up. It only took about 2 to 3 minutes, and everything was pretty much straightforward. So the next thing the instructions say to do, after you clamp your blade in here, clamp it enough that basically it allows you to sharpen the entire blade. Because if you put it too close to this, what I found is it's kind of hard to sharpen the tip of the knife. Anyway, so once you have it clamped in here pretty snug, what you need to do is find your blade's angle using your phone. So you can use your phone as a protractor there's a function on there that'll show you what the level is. And you want to lay this without any stones or anything installed flat against the blade. And then once you find that angle, then you know that that's the angle you're going to set your knife to. Or it could be, you could also resharpen your blade to pretty much any angle you want, and that's how you would do it, by adjusting this thumb screw, lifting it up and down, and adjusting it to whatever angle you want. But for me, I just found what was close to my knife, so I basically laid this down flat against the blade and kind of eyeballed it, and then I used my phone to confirm. So after that, you insert whatever stone you want to use, and the instructions say you can apply some permanent marker right here on the edge of the blade, and you can start lightly passing through. And if, for example, if the marker is only being removed on one portion of the blade, not the other, then you can adjust the blade angle from there. That way you ensure you get an even, smooth sharpening. We're gonna try this out. I'm gonna get some marker, put it on the blade, and we're gonna see how it works. Alright, so there's only like one small area right here in the middle where the Sharpie was not removed. Down here it did good, over here it did good, so I think I'm going to lower this just a little bit. Let's see how that does. I'm going to move this down just a tad bit more. And it looks like that was perfect. And you can feel how sharp it's getting. This is only one side so far. So I'm just going over this with the 1500 because I really haven't done a whole lot with this knife, not enough to need to remove any like deep burrs or anything like that, or any dents. But you can start with whatever grit you feel you need in order to take care of any imperfections of the blade, and then slowly using a finer and finer grit stone. I'm going to zoom in on that a little bit so y'all can see. See how I removed it almost in one pass? So this thing does a pretty good job, and we're only at, like I said, 1500. There's stones that can go even finer than this. This was very easy to set up, and I think for the price it's a really good tool to keep all your knives sharp. I'm definitely going to be picking one of these up, so I don't always have to borrow it from my friend. I do appreciate him letting me use this for the review. This thing's awesome, and before I give it back to him, I'm gonna definitely sharpen every knife I have. even my wife's kitchen knives. This thing really does the job. So I do apologize I couldn't show y'all how to get the angle. Like I said before, it's because I use my phone to record, so there's that. But it's not that difficult, and if y'all have any other questions, or if y'all want to see a different demonstration on a different type of knife or something like that, let me know. Real quick, I'm just gonna flip this back to the other side, remove it, and I'm gonna show y'all just a very quick paper cutting demonstration to see how sharp this thing actually got. Alright, so we're gonna cut some paracord real quick. That was pretty smooth. I'm going to cut 2 strands of paracord at the same time. Just making sure I'm holding them evenly. That cut all 4 of them. And our paper test. I say it cuts pretty good. There you go. And there you go. This thing did a really good job of sharpening my knife. And if you're looking for a knife sharpener that has multiple options and it's adaptable to different angles, and it's going to keep your angle set, which is really important, so you don't like have one part of your blade sharper than the other, or even a different angle at different parts of your blade. Very hard to maintain blade angle using just a regular whetstone. It is a good idea to know how to do that for the field and stuff like that. I don't think you're going to be setting this thing up in the field or anything, but it's a good thing to have at your little workbench at home or your desk. It's a cool thing to have and use it to sharpen all your blades. Well, I'm pretty excited to keep sharpening other stuff, so I'll see you on the next video.